towering castle stands on the vast land. The king and queen had 11 handsome princes, and a beautiful and kind princess, Elisa. Elisa's eyes are like blue lakes. When she laughs, it seems to drive away all the darkness in the world. She is pure-hearted, often rescue the servants in the castle. However, the tempest of fate always comes without warning. The queen died of an illness. The king marries a new queen in loneliness and grief. The new queen has a peerless face, but inside she is as vicious as a snake and scorpion. She was jealous of Elisa's beauty, more jealous of the king's love for his children. So on a dark and windy night, she cast an evil spell, performed dark magic. Suddenly, wind howled, lightning and thunder. 11 princes struggled in pain. Their bodies, gradually shrouded in a layer of strange light, eventually turned into 11 wild swans make a miserable cry, flying into the endless night. Elisa wakes up from a nightmare. I only saw the figures of my brothers leaving. Tears welled up in her eyes. I was filled with fear and despair. The next morning, Elisa defied the new queen's resistance, resolutely embarked on a journey to find her brothers. She walked through the bustling town. People looked at her strangely, but she didn't care. She entered the mysterious and dangerous forest. The forest is thick with fog. The trees are tall and gloomy. It seems to hide countless secrets. Elisa moved forward cautiously. Suddenly, a fierce lion sprung out of the grass. It shows its teeth and makes a deafening roar. Elisa went pale with fear. Legs are weak. But she remembered that her brothers were still waiting for her rescue. A surge of courage welled up in her heart. She didn't run away. She's standing there. Say to the lion in a gentle and firm, "Mr. Lion, I mean no harm. I'm just going to find my brothers. Please let me pass." Maybe it's Elisa's sincerity and courage impressed the lion. It actually slowly retreated. After a long journey, Elisa finally came to the beach. Right there she saw 11 wild swans circling the sea. Elisa excitedly shouted the names of her brothers. The iron swans heard the sound and flew towards him. As they approached, Elisa recognized the brothers in their eyes. At night, when the moonlight shines on the sea, the brothers regained their human form. They hugged Elisa tightly. Tears welled up. Big Brother told, "Only 11 long-sleeved armor woven from nettles, and can't say a word during the knitting process. To break the magic. Once spoken, the magic will work forever. My brothers will never return to human form." Elisa agreed without hesitation. The stings of nettles stuck in her hands and arms. Blood is flowing. The excruciating pain made him almost faint. But she gritted her teeth and said nothing. During the day, the brothers turned into wild swans and flew away. Elisa is alone, woven armor hard on the island. Her hands became rough, full of wounds and blood scabs. The body is also due to overwork and pain, and become weak. But she had only one belief in her heart. Days go by. Elisa's progress is not going well. Metals are getting harder to find, and her body is getting more and more overwhelmed. Just then, a young prince came to the island by boat. He was attracted by Elisa's beauty and tenacity, want to talk to her. But Elisa can't. She could only respond to him with smiles and eyes. The prince thought Elisa was a mute. He took her back to his castle. Inside the castle, and Elisa still wouldn't stop knitting. However, the new queen did not let her go. learned that Elisa had been taken away after she— How about the prince? She came to the castle disguised as an old witch. Slander at the prince. Elisa is an evil witch. Bewitched him with magic. The prince did not believe it at first, but the new queen keeps making up lies. Also found some so-called evidence. Doubt grew in the prince's heart. One day the prince was in the garden of the castle, and he saw Elisa with a nettle in her hand. He remembered the words of the old witch. The anger in his heart suddenly burned. He rushed over and grabbed the nettle from Elisa's hand. Questioned her out loud. Elisa looked at the prince, eyes full of grievances and helplessness. But she still can't speak. The prince thought that Elisa had acquiesced to him. Heartbroken, ordered Elisa to be put in jail. In prison, Elisa still hasn't given up knitting. With her rough hands, needle by stitch, the unfinished armor continues. Her body is getting weaker and weaker. The wound is also not treated in time. The infection festers. But the faith in her heart never wavered. Finally, on a full moon night, 11 long-sleeved armor pieces are finally knitted. Just then the prince brought the soldiers to the prison, prepared to execute Elisa. Elisa was led to the square. People gathered around, pointing at her. The scolding is endless. The moment the executioner raised the axe, a crisp bird song suddenly came from the sky. 11 wild swans flying from the sky fell on the square. Elisa saw the eyes of her brothers flash, a glimmer of hope. She quickly picked up the armor, threw it at the brothers. The brothers immediately transformed back into humans. Only the youngest brother remains, because a corner of the armor hasn't been woven yet. There are still some feathers on the wings. See this scene. People are stunned. The prince also realized the truth. He was ashamed of his recklessness and credulity. He rushed towards Elisa, holding her tight. The conspiracy of the new queen has been completely exposed. She received the punishment she deserved. Elisa and her brothers, the princes, lived happily together. The castle that was once full of misunderstandings and pain, now full of laughter. And Elisa uses her courage, tenacity, and love, wrote a legendary story. It has become an everlasting story in people's mouths. Many years later, when Elisa and the prince stroll by the sea, watching wild swans soar in the sky, she always remembers that difficult journey. She knows it was those hardships that made her stronger. It also taught her that the power of love is limitless. And those 11 long-sleeved armor, it will be a lasting memory of their family. Witness the deep affection and love between them. Elisa looked into the distance. The heart is full of longing for the future. She believed that, no matter what difficulties she encountered, their families can be together. Protect this hard-won happiness.